swear your song, look, you earned one. You made the wrong turn and now it's your turn, hun. Bridges burn, but baby, believe I didn't burn them. Now it's just a dust, but fuck it, weird. I put the now my confidence is off the roof. I confide in myself, so low self.
What is going on, YouTube? We are back with another reaction, and you already know who it is.
It's gotta be 7.
All right, so make sure you guys stick around and subscribe, as you guys have been doing. I've been seeing the numbers go up, and I really appreciate it, guys, because you know I'm actually putting in some work on this. So and I've been doing it for a while now. I don't know if you guys know, but if you actually go back, you know, my resume speaks for itself. So I mean, I appreciate you guys, you know, who comment, who like, and who definitely subscribes and stick around. All right, so today we're gonna react to Muffled Screams lead cops to a man's horrifying secret. This already looks crazy, right? Like, you got this man, he's wearing all red. I mean, then he got the ski mask on. You know, like, was he a gang member, gang affiliate, maybe? I don't, you know, like blood. I don't know, bro. I don't know. All right, so I'm about to check something real quick. I just want to make sure we're up and running like we should be. All right, we're good. We're good. So, yeah, let's see what this is about, man. I just hope everybody makes it out safe with this one. All right, let's go.
Suspicious now.
There ain't nobody tied up in the basement. Can we look? No.
But why would a crackhead say that about
the
you?
crackheads? Probably because they want more crack, bro.
Is anybody on that front porch? No. So what's that noise I keep hearing? That you keep turning the music up on every time I hear something?
Oh, Jesus.
When police respond to a report of a woman imprisoned in a local residence, they encounter a bizarre homeowner who says their very presence is putting him in danger, but there's no sign of a woman. It's not until a second call brings them back that the cops go inside and make a shocking discovery that's beyond anything they could have imagined. The following report is based on official police record.
So for people who don't know, all right, yeah, I mean, police, everybody has their rights, right? Especially the Fourth Amendment right is going to apply in a situation like this. The right to be free of illegal searches and seizures, right? And searching in this case would include entering someone's house or premises without their permission. But there are cases in which, yeah, you don't need, as a police officer, you won't need the exact permission, because it comes down to circumstances, right? Totality of circumstances. Is there a witness? Somebody call? Do they have a specific place and time, description, or whatever? Or do you hear any signals for help? Any sort of expression for help, right? Especially yelling or screaming, right? Especially if you're outside the house and you're hearing it. Someone crying for help, a call for help, exigent circumstances. I mean, all of that is, you know, you can articulate why. As a police officer, you can articulate why you made entry. So, you know, a lot of people think that, oh, well, this is my house and no one's gonna come in here no matter what, because it's my house. You know, there's ways that you can get around.
On the afternoon of May 2nd, 2023, a woman calls 911 in Cleveland, Ohio, to share a disturbing story she just heard from a frightened stranger.
I was just calling because I was at this store, right, and this lady had came out of nowhere and was just like all hysterical and scared and stuff or whatever. I don't know where she went to, but she said that this lady was supposed to be tied up in this basement. Now, I'm only calling because I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight knowing that somebody might be tied up, even if it is a lie or whatever. I kind of believe her because the way she was scared, like, no, she didn't say anything else.
Officers with the Cleveland Police Department arrive at the address moments later.
Police.
There's music coming from
Yeah,
the back.
somebody definitely there.
Hello?
It's the guy in the red.
After a full 3 minutes of knocking, the police finally get a response from inside.
Bro, y'all can't be here like this.
Oh, look.
You can't be here like this, bro.
See, I mean, you're already defensive. They're just trying to make contact with somebody who's in the house. And you're already, they're just knocking. They've been knocking and yelling for 3 minutes, but that's nothing illegal. He's just already, that's already suspicious.
Just knocking on your door.
Yeah, like,
You making me hot?
What does that mean?
I'm about to come out.
All right, come on out.
All right?
How you doing, sir?
Y'all can't be out here like this.
Just so you know, everything's recorded.
Listen,
Yes?
turn those cameras off, please.
Well, what's going on?
Can you please turn the cameras off?
You have to give me a reason, and I can.
You guys are making my spot hot. I work for you guys, okay? Long story short, I work for you guys. Please get out here. You guys are blowing the spot up. All right?
Who do you work for?
I can't tell you that.
Why?
I cannot tell you that because I'm not allowed to tell you that. Okay, so just understand that.
Well, here,
Go home.
we have a call. Here, sir, let me just tell you why we're here,
this is so dumb. Oh my gosh.
and then we'll leave. It could be nothing. I don't know. I don't know anything about you.
All right, I'm just saying y'all can't be here. Y'all making my spot hot. All right?
After pushing the cops to leave, the man finally asks what brought them here to begin with.
What was your call about?
Did you have a female?
For one, get your hands out your pocket. That's what they should be telling him. Keep your hands out your pocket, just for both of us.
Here earlier that was a white female in a black coat.
Hell no, bro.
All right. Well, here's the complaint.
What's the complaint?
She made a complaint. It says somebody was in the basement and they were injured.
Man, that. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go.
Well, I gotta ask. I mean, because you're making me.
Sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Well, you're making me a little suspicious now.
Man, listen, you need to leave.
Not only do the police stick around, more of them soon arrive.
Oh my God, there's too many f***ing people here.
Well, it's no big deal, man.
Man, it is a big deal.
What?
I'm trying to tell you guys to up.
Well, we were told that the lady's tied up in the basement.
There ain't nobody tied up in the basement.
Can we look?
No, no, but like,
Why not?
because I say so.
Is someone tied up down there?
No,
What's your name, buddy?
I can't tell you that, bro.
What do you mean you can't tell me that?
I'm trying to tell you I'm a confidential informant.
Come on, man. Dude. This is my first time ever hearing some mess like this. This is like, he pulled this. I don't know if he just been contemplating on when to use this card. It's not a good card to use. I mean, if you're telling them guys that you are informants for them, most likely they would know you.
That's all I have to say. You guys are bugging right now. You guys are
No,
bugging.
that's not all you have to say.
Who
told you that?
I can't say nothing else.
Well, if
Please.
there's someone tied up in the basement, we got a
There's
problem.
nobody in the basement. I just what I
So
really.
why can't I look?
Why do you?
Because all that stuff that went on in the past with those 3 girls, man, we got to take this seriously.
What
and
3
look into
girls?
it.
What 3 girls?
Gina,
I don't know them.
all
Man,
that
y'all-
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
though?
I'm
If
about
we
to
don't take this seriously,
I'm
and
about
there's
to give
something
you
going
my. I'm
on.
about to give you my social security number.
Oh yeah,
Here you go. Stop. Please don't
that's
do
all
this.
right.
Please
All
don't.
right, yeah, I mean, yeah, he's got to slow down, bro. I get it. Slow down. But right now, you know, stick around. They're doing the smart thing. Stick around. Continue to be there. He's going to be outside this whole time while they all are there now. Now, while they're still there, they get a call or they hear something while they're still there. Help, help, or lady screaming in the basement, and you got details based off the phone call already. That's more than enough. Just stick around, give yourself some time. Time as a tactic. That's how that works.
Yeah, you can't do that. Tell
I'm going to stop pausing it because
While
it's
the
still a
man
long
appears
video.
to believe that his status as a confidential informant puts him above suspicion, the police don't share that view.
Detective Smith, please go.
Which
please.
Smith?
Detective Smith.
The one in.
Second district. Okay, that's how you know I'm not.
Okay, well, I guarantee.
His phone number's right here.
No, no, listen.
I'm not
We'll
gonna
call
play
him.
with y'all.
Listen, we'll
Don't
call
call
him.
him. Don't.
Well, why
don't
wouldn't I
call him
call
here.
him?
Don't
Listen,
call him
will
here.
you stop talking? For
He
me?
might be an
My
informant.
life is
That's a
on the
legit thing.
line.
Who's on
But
that?
that don't
All
make
have
you a
to do is
police
talk to
officer.
us.
That don't
You're
make
the
you a
one who came
detective. That don't
outside.
make you
Y'all don't know
anybody
what's going
who's.
on, baby boy. That's all I'm saying.
Listen,
That doesn't make you anybody, even if you are an informant. That don't make you anybody who's above any sort of stop or detainment or investigation. and it I'm trying to think of the word. It doesn't grant you any immunity either. So I don't know what he's trying to say.
Once
Drug
again,
dealers and everything that drive past there, and I got 5 cars out here.
All right.
Y'all about to get me killed out this.
well, why are you acting this way?
You understand why I'm acting this way, dude?
No.
We have to call Detective Smith and say, hey, do you think this guy would have a girl tied up in his basement?
He's gonna say no.
Is he?
100%, bro.
He's willing to risk his career for all that?
You think I'm? Oh my gosh, you're gonna take a crackhead's word over Detective Smith's word, right?
I haven't spoken to Detective Smith.
Well, you're gonna talk to him. He's gonna let you know what's going on. I was down there for an hour with him yesterday.
Okay.
I just left my probation
But
officer.
why would somebody say that?
Crackheads.
But why would a crackhead say that about
They're
you?
crackheads, but probably because they want more crack, bro.
Do you have crack?
Yeah, I'm like,
Why would I say that? Why would you ask me that on camera?
I don't know.
I know I don't have no crack.
It's my job. Well, why would the crackhead be here then?
This man is wow.
And the most confidential.
That's a good
informant comes
question.
Screaming out the back door. I'm a confidential informant, do they?
Despite the suspicious circumstances, the police sergeant lets the man, Delonte Edmund Geiger, go back inside his home while the other cops contemplate what they've heard.
Have you ever, like, actually dealt with a confidential informant?
Yeah. And every time they're up to no good and they're confident, that's what they do.
That's how they act?
Yeah, that's how they act. So, I don't know what's up. My only fear is there's somebody really in the basement.
I actually think he's freaking out like that because he's...
Up to no good.
Yeah.
He's gonna let us in. He's real sketchy. He said need another guy, but you're coming to him and tell him you're on probation. It's a training thing. And then these guys will wait by the back door in case we scream for help.
Like girls. Ah!
Right.
wow, I'm surprised he even doing it.
Loud music playing. So you can hear the screams.
If it's a joke, it's one that will become much less funny before this day is through.
Hey, do you mind if the record goes?
No, dude, there's too much going on. No,
Just
no.
All right, stand outside. Leave this crack though in case we scream.
Nobody about to do nothing to y'all, dude. You guys got guns?
No.
No,
Seriously.
No,
Just
fuck.
crack. Just in case we scream for
No, bro.
They're not coming in.
Oh,
You have my word. Let's just start screaming.
With that, the police go into the residence, and as the sergeant checks the basement, his backup waits upstairs with Delonte.
I got PTSD.
All right.
I've been stabbed 7 times, shot twice.
Well, have we done any of that?
No. It's just, honestly, I'm trying to change my life and work with the police, and like, I just don't do that every day. You feel me?
Every day.
Turn that down for a minute. There we go. Actually, turn it off until we leave and you do what you want. That way I can hear everybody.
Police!
Me.
Alright, so what? Is someone just pissed off at you or something?
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Big love for me. We'll never come back here again. Okay?
You want to lie back?
I have in your hand.
What is it? Listen.
I got scratches.
Like what? Yeah.
I'm about to walk to the store right behind you guys.
Okay.
Ain't nothing down there. Here, about.
He feeling good. He feeling good. He feel like he just got away with the MURDER word, right? So in this case, you know, like them officers still know something sketchy. They, no matter what, they still know something sketchy. Like his mood just changed completely. He was already real suspicious. We all saw it. So let's see what continues to happen. They're not dumb.
No cost.
Okay. I know.
As it turns out, the
They're
cops
not
will
dumb.
be back sooner than they may have thought. That evening, a woman tips them off that Delonte showed her pictures of a woman being tortured and zip-tied to a chair, warning that he would soon do the same to her. The police go back to the house at midnight, and once again, it's not easy to get someone to the door.
Hey, Sergeant Everton, good police.
Yes, yes. All right, so I appreciate this. There's a lot of you folks. Yeah, you know my nerves. But this shit. What's up, bro? How y'all doing? Same people, same people, same people?
Mm-hmm. I'm in the overtime now.
I need y'all to come through the back door, okay?
Yeah, you do it.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Excellent. Sorry for not letting you in earlier, bro. Sorry for my attitude, okay?
It's all good.
Give me 5 seconds.
Meet me at the back door.
All y'all.
All right.
The police head around the house to meet with Delonte, but as one officer stays behind, he hears some loud movements coming from within.
The fuck?
Delonte soon lets the cops in, and they head straight down to the basement to continue the search they cut short this afternoon.
So, if you smoke, leave your stuff in my nose doesn't always include anything.
Okay. Now I smell cat pee, so.
The basement again seems to be absent of any victims, tied up or otherwise, but this time the cops are determined to search the entire house.
Oh. I'll be on the house. I got tours all over. Y'all better see tours all over here.
Pretty good.
Close. I'm about to close the door on you. There's another door behind this door. Okay?
Yeah, I hang out up here because this is rather fresh.
Everywhere he's got this section off. There's no body,
There's some blood right here. There's some blood, like dried blood, I think.
There doesn't appear to be anyone else in the house, but suspicions are mounting, not the least because Delonte has decided the search requires an extremely loud soundtrack.
Just turn it down. Did you guys find anything? Sir. Turn it down. What's your name? All the way down. Please turn it all the way down. Did you find anything? Sir. Sir. Yeah,
So he pretty much is giving it away at this point. Like wherever they're at, I don't know, maybe that's another part of the basement or something. I see some stairs. He's playing music. They're going to be in that part of the house more heavy than anywhere else at this point.
Yeah, I know you see something down. I want to turn the music down. Can you turn the music down? Still wait, so. I want to turn it for a moment. Okay. Just put the handcuff on it.
That's perfectly legal to do.
With the newfound silence, the police turn to Delonte, determined to finally get to the bottom of this runaround.
That was a good and that was a smart time to put the handcuffs on him. Because they didn't discover anything at that point, but they know they're getting close. And they don't want him to put up a fight once they actually finally find it. So that was a good time.
But even on a day filled with rumors, strange claims, and unsettling tips, none of them are prepared for what comes next.
Is anybody on that front porch? No. So what's that noise I keep hearing? That you keep turning the music up on every time I hear something? Is anybody on there?
I heard him dragging something out when we went from the front to the back, too, just so you know.
Is anybody in that front room? Because I heard voices or movement or noise. Yeah. Who's up there? Who's out there?
Sweating a lot.
What is that? Can you hear it?
I'm trying to hear it.
Please. Who's out there? Where are you at?
She's under. There's a thing under. Remember I shined my flashlight when you guys went back there?
All right.
Police. All right. Yeah, I heard him sliding something under there when he went from the front to the back.
Where are you at?
Where you at, man?
You're gonna have to start breaking some stuff.
got for it was like a box.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Tell me. Tell me.
Right now, so
Tell me. I'm paralyzed. I'm paralyzed.
alright.
Okay?
How old are you?
60.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Yes.
Are you injured besides that?
I'm paralyzed.
You're paralyzed.
I'm paralyzed.
What's your name?
Cheryl Cyrus.
Is it like Carol?
Carol? Alright, Carol.
No, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Yeah. My legs out. How
Alright,
long?
we got EMS coming. I don't want to move you because I don't want to hurt you more. Can you breathe?
I can now.
Okay.
How long? Paralyzed. Dangerous.
The police escort Delonte out of the house as they try to make sense of the bizarre discovery they've made on his front porch.
Cheryl, do you know, is there
That's-
anyone else here with you?
I don't know.
Okay.
Cheryl, how long have you been there, honey? How long?
I don't know. They hurt.
You hurt? Alright, we want to get you out of there, but I'm afraid to move you. I'm going to let EMS do all that, okay?
They're the best.
What did he do to you? He did what?
Hey, I want fire to come, at least get her upright. They can put her on the backboard. I know, but we get fire here, they can, over here. No, but Ian, we got no ETA on EMS.
There's no dispatch.
Huh?
Did he stab you?
Yeah.
Where did he stab, you think? His arm? Yeah. Did he sexually assault you at all? Do you know how long you've been here?
Man,
Is it just one day?
that just threw me for a loop. I didn't even expect that, guys. Like, inside the box, I thought like maybe under the flooring or something, right? But maybe she's a small person. 60-year-old?
But even with Cheryl Cyrus somewhat responsive to their questions, there's nothing that can fully explain what's going on.
What's the story here?
Dude, there's a lot. I don't even know where to begin. This might not be the only victim. But we just searched the house and didn't find anything else.
As rescue personnel get Cheryl free of the box and transported to the hospital, police conduct another search of the home.
She was supposed to be wearing a pink hoodie and pants. So she had, no, she was.
Oh, Jesus.
Cat.
Cat scared the hell out of me. And the attic's done. There was a pink hoodie, that was it.
Pink hoodie?
Oh, they got it.
Did she
Yeah.
say it was this room or?
She just said that like he was transporting her from like the basement up here, and like that there was going to be an AK-47 in here, drugs.
Yeah.
We have to pull it apart to find a serial number.
There's no sign of any other victims in the house, but the one they did find will give detectives more than enough to discuss with Delonte when they visit him in jail the following night.
Yeah, that boy is
Obviously,
locked
we know
up.
some bad things did go down yesterday. Do want to give you a chance to go over it.
I'm a confidential informant for Detective Larry Smith out of the 2nd District.
Okay.
Okay.
He gonna give that detective a really bad name the way he keeps saying it.
How long have you been doing that for?
About a week and a half now.
Okay.
About a week and a half. And I was going for this. Like, I wasn't going to kill her, though. I wasn't going to. I've been feeding her, and you know what I'm saying. But I just can't have her out on this. Because I'm working with Detective Smith, trying to get him to 5 AKs, 4 Glocks, 3.
Oh my
That's supposed to be
god.
going into the valley like next week. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get him Big Red, who moves 6 ounces a day on coke crack. You know, I'm trying to get him Ghost, who distributes ounces a day. But like, I found out that this is that, and you know what I'm saying? If I was,
You found out that what?
that the lady that what I was taking care of in my house is a rat, and if she would get back out on the street, I'll be exposed.
Delonte, who calls Cheryl Cece, claims she's an addict, one among many who frequent his house.
Well, she's always at my house smoking dope. Okay. So I take care of everybody on the streets. All the fiends, that's where they live at. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Long story short. That's ground zero for the crackheads.
According to Delonte, the entire situation began on April 27th.
I mean,
5 days
them knowing
before police
him
showed up at his
as far as
house
being
wanting to
crackheads.
search the basement.
He's probably a crackhead too.
In an incident partially corroborated by police records, the car Delonte was driving was pulled over by vice cops. He says Cheryl was in the car as well.
I left my house, and before I got 4 tires on the street, the police is hitting the block. I don't know what the f going on. I'm swerving around up on the sidewalk trying to get around because I don't know what's going on. Guns in my face. Get out the car. Get out. What are you guys doing? Turn the car off. Empty out your pockets. I ain't got nothing, bro. Y'all tripping like y'all just up. Like, what's going on? I had to scale them. Oh, yeah, we can get you for this. Since that dope is right here, we're going to get you for that, man. Listen, bro, I cannot go back to prison, bro. What do you need me to do?
Delonte says that was when one of the detectives took his phone, programmed his number into it, and told him, "You're working for me now." But it was how the police treated Cheryl, the woman they would later find in a box on his front porch, that really got his attention.
Detective told her, thank you, bye. Okay. Detective Smith said, thank you, bye. Keep on walking. Okay. Listen to the detectives, and we all got out the car. The detectives like, you can go, thank you. Okay. You ain't even get searched. It's crap about $200 worth of dope in the car and scale, and you didn't even get searched.
He concluded that Cheryl had set up the traffic stop and would now know that he'd been turned into a confidential informant for the police.
Alexa,
next time Cheryl
stop.
came over to his house, he decided he couldn't let her leave.
I feel like my life is in danger, bro. People have tried to kill me 3 times already. You feel me? I've been shot in my
Bruh.
my underarm, blood, all type of weird. It's crazy. I felt like I was gonna die if I didn't hold her for like 2 days and tell her, like, let her know what was going on. I beat her up, I fed her, showered her, to all type of weird made sure she ate. But I just could not let her go back on the streets and tell everybody that I was working for y'all.
Like, everything that went through, like, the time where you and Cece were together, like, what happened during those days?
I just punched on her, slapped on her, till her good. Punched on her, slapped on her, punched on her, slapped on her. Punched on her, slapped on her, moved her from the basement to another room. Fed her, showered her, gave her some water.
This man didn't want to go back, but he's definitely going back.
Put a blanket over her.
This admission?
I'm telling you the truth, bro.
No, that's fine.
What? No. Okay. Is that what you about to ask me?
No, no, like, were you giving her drugs and stuff like that?
Why would I give her my drugs? Why the would I do that?
I didn't know.
Hell no.
All right. So at that any
Gave her your food.
Was she asking to leave? Different things like that.
She has nowhere to go.
Okay.
She has nowhere to go. All she was just asking was why. Stop. I won't do it again. I'll never tell. I'll never tell. I'll never tell, Blast. Please. I'll never tell. I know I deserve this, but I'll never tell. Like, that's the culture in the streets.
While Delonte speaks to detectives, Cheryl lies in the intensive care unit on a ventilator in what the hospital classifies as declining critical condition. In addition to being on dialysis, she's suffering from swelling to the head and brain, broken ribs, a collapsed lung, and multiple spinal fractures. But according to Delonte, it could be worse.
Go kill her. That would have been dead. Long story short, if I wanted to kill her, she would have been dead.
So
facts.
Delonte says that, among other things, he had Cheryl sit down and write, "I am a snitch," and "I am a rat" over and over again. It's worth noting that while the police report from the traffic stop identifies 2 passengers, neither of them were named Cheryl.
So when cops showed the first time yesterday with you and stuff like that, they
actually checked the basement.
Yeah.
She wasn't in the basement. She was upstairs laying down in the bed. So we went down in the basement.
So let me ask you, because there was a moment in time, I wasn't there, so I can't speak on it or anything. So there was a moment to where, like, you were still inside the house for a little bit. Did you have to call anybody to ask if you should let the cops in or anything like that?
My detective.
So then at that point he told you just to let them in if they want to check the basement.
Yeah. He said they're not gonna, he said, matter like this, they're not going anywhere until you let them in the house and check the basement. If you don't, they're just gonna come back with a search warrant and check it anyways. I said, all right, bag. 5 minutes. Come in, 5 minutes. Took me 3 minutes to put her upstairs in the bed. And 2 minutes to let them in the house, and 1 minute for them to not do their job and go home. They only wanted to search one room. They searched that one room. She wasn't there, and they left. Okay. Stupid.
Wow.
Dude.
All right. So.
Right?
Wow.
You should search the whole house. Yeah. We found somebody with
That's why I'm saying wow. Wow. That part he's right about. Like, and he just called him stupid. Like, you stupid? Like, you supposed to check the whole house. Like, he's right though. That's kind of messed up. Like, that's a slap in their faces.
Somebody's in the basement. Okay, come on in. Check down in the basement. Nobody's there. See you later, sir. Job. Open up the tables, open up the refrigerator. That's a horrible job on your part. Horrible job.
This is crazy, bro. Wow. Wow. He's critical of their search of his house to find a body. That is crazy. And he's like, he gave them a bad rating for doing it.
I'll be the first to say it. Body.
Are you serious?
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Wait, what did he say? What did he say? What did he say?
I'll be the first to say it. Missing body.
Pretty serious?
Yeah. Do you think so?
Yeah.
All right. Well, next time take it serious.
After accepting Delonte's feedback on their police work, the detectives move on to the second visit to his home that night.
Wow.
Yeah, so the first time the police came, you said you moved her upstairs, right? And then she was upstairs. Obviously, the second time the police came, she was in that tote, right? How did that go down in between there?
Well, they really wanted to check upstairs.
Right, but I'm saying, how did she get in there?
I'm not trying to
Put
laugh.
her in there.
Okay.
I'm not trying to laugh.
And put her on the porch.
Okay.
No anything else.
Why'd you have the music going so loud?
Just in case if she made noise, they wouldn't hear.
When Cheryl improves to the point that she can speak to detectives, she tells them that Delonte, who was her dealer, turned on her and accused her of being a narc. Over a period of days, he beat her, stabbed her, dragged her across the floor, broke a television over her head, and put her in several different containers. She says he also poured water on her to the point she couldn't breathe and fed her addiction so she could endure the pain. Even still, Delonte appears hopeful that this will mostly blow over.
Are you going to try to help me or not?
Well, like I said, it'll go from there once you see the judge and like the case starts moving forward.
No, but you guys have to talk to the judge though and let her know that I am a confidential informant and that like I am working with the police. Like I understand I'm in trouble, but what I need you guys to do is like,
Well, I'll put in the paperwork to let them know for.
you know what I'm saying? Because I like doing my job. I like my job, and like I don't want guns on the streets. I don't want drugs on the streets, and I can't do that if I'm in here.
This is-
Detective Smith will buy me.
This is absolutely crazy. This is like one of the craziest things I've ever heard. Like, it's laughable. Like, it's sad and crazy, but it's laughable at the same time. That's how ridiculous this is.
Yeah. Believe it or not, if I get a bond, he'll come buy me out. You know what I'm saying? So I just need a bond. And DT Smith will come buy me out, and I'm going right back to work.
But that doesn't happen, and Delonte is soon informed that his bond will be set for $750,000. News that he responds to with a middle finger at his hearing. 11 days after his interrogation, he's still in jail when he speaks to his mom on the phone.
You think they lower my bond? If they lower my bond to like $200,000, dude, I got enough collateral to buy myself out. I already talked to the bills about it. He said just bring me my collateral, bring me my dump truck, bring him my trailer, my tools, and I told him I had to put one of my businesses in, and I'm like, that's what he said. He said they got to lower your bond.
We just got to see tomorrow when you go to court. The worst outcome that comes out of this for you is might be 5 years in asylum.
But things turn out a bit differently. At a court hearing 6 months later, Cheryl Cyrus recounted the horrors inflicted upon her and told the judge that she remained 98% paralyzed and dependent on others for her basic needs. Delonte Edmund Geiger pled guilty to 1 count of felonious assault, 1 count of kidnapping, 1 count of possessing a weapon under disability, and 1 count of tampering with evidence. In November 2023, the judge said, "I've never seen an offense like this in my time on the bench."
That's what I'm
and
saying.
sentenced Edmund Geiger to 16 to 20 years in prison with an expected release date of April 2039. He's currently incarcerated at the Trumbull Correctional Institution. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering cases...
Got him. Got him. I thought it was going to be worse, to be honest. They said 16 to 20 years, but I really thought it was going to be... I mean, he didn't take a life, but he definitely he ruined hers for the rest of her life. She'll never walk again. She'll never move the same again. Paralyzed us. I mean, 98% as well. Man, this guy's a complete wacko, and you know, I'm surprised that, because they was already on his tail before with the Vice stuff, but I'm surprised. How old is he? Like, they're just now getting him, you know? Like, I mean, some people just kind of float under the radar doing their thing, but this can't be the first time he's ever done something like this for him to just like so casually speak about it like that. Like, hey, I did it, but you guys didn't do your job right. You know, like, it's crazy. What do you guys think, man? Comment down below. Like the video. Make sure you stick around and subscribe. And as you guys know, you know who it is.
This power level gotta be self.
Peace.